Prayer is not just words whispered in the dark. It is power. It is the unseen force that shapes the world around you. Every time you pray, you are sending out a call, and if that call is made with belief, with certainty, it must return to you as reality. But too many pray from a place of doubt, from a place of desperation, and they wonder why nothing changes. Listen carefully. If you want your prayer life to be unshakable, if you want to see the evidence of your faith manifest before your very eyes, you must understand the principles that make prayer effective. When you pray, do not beg, do not plead, and do not speak as if your request is something far off, uncertain, or dependent on forces outside of you. Prayer is not about asking, it is about knowing. It is about stepping into the reality of your desire before you see it with your eyes. This is where most people go wrong. They pray from a place of lack, from a place of separation. They see their desire as something distant, something they hope might come to pass if they are lucky or if God chooses to grant it. But this is not true prayer. True prayer is assuming the feeling of the answered prayer before it has manifested. It is standing firm in the belief that what you seek is already done, already yours, already unfolding in perfect order. Think of it this way. When you plant a seed in the ground, you do not question whether it will grow. You do not stand over the soil anxiously wondering if the process will work. You trust that the seed will break through, that it will rise in its season. This is the same way you must approach prayer. You must pray with a certainty that the seed has been planted and the outcome is inevitable. When you ask for something, see it as done. If you desire healing, feel the wholeness in your body. If you desire financial abundance, walk with the confidence of someone who already has more than enough. If you seek love, embody the joy of already being loved deeply. Your emotions must match the outcome you seek. Many pray for a breakthrough while carrying the energy of struggle. They ask for peace while holding on to fear. But the universe, God, or whatever you believe in, does not respond to words, it responds to feelings, to the state of being you embody. This is why some prayers seem to go unanswered. It is not because you are being denied, it is because you are sending mixed signals. You cannot pray for success while believing deep down that failure is inevitable. You cannot ask for happiness while clinging to the sorrow of the past. Your prayer must not only be spoken, it must be felt. This is the power of assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The mind does not know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. If you close your eyes and truly feel the joy, relief, and gratitude of having received what you asked for, your mind will accept it as truth. And when your mind accepts it, reality has no choice but to conform. This is not wishful thinking. This is the unseen law by which all things are created. The people who walk in unshakable faith, the ones who always seem to attract what they desire, are not lucky. They are aligned. They have mastered the art of praying as if it is already done. One of the most powerful ways to solidify this belief is through visualization. Each time you pray, close your eyes and see the result in vivid detail. Feel it as if you are living it now. If you are praying for financial security, see yourself paying your bills with ease, walking into a store without checking the price tag, blessing others because you have more than enough. If you are praying for healing, feel the strength in your body, the energy returning, the relief of no longer being in pain. If you desire love, imagine the warmth of companionship, the joy of meaningful connection, the peace of knowing you are cherished. Do not merely speak the words, live them in your mind. Gratitude is another key. When you pray, do not only ask, thank. Express gratitude as if your desire has already been granted. Gratitude is the strongest confirmation of faith. It says, I know it is done. It removes all doubt, all hesitation, all fear. It aligns you with the reality of your answered prayer. The moment you begin to thank instead of ask, something shifts. The energy changes. You are no longer approaching your desire from a place of lack, but from a place of abundance. And abundance always attracts more abundance. Guard your thoughts after you pray. Many people pray with faith, but then destroy their own prayer with doubt. They ask for success, but immediately start worrying about failure. They pray for healing, but continue to dwell on their symptoms. Every moment after your prayer is a moment to reinforce your belief. Walk, speak, and think as if your prayer has already been answered. The world around you will eventually reflect the state of being you hold within. This is the secret to powerful prayer. It is not about convincing an outside force to give you what you want. It is about aligning yourself so completely with the reality you seek that it must come to pass. The moment you decide that what you desire is already yours, the wheels are set in motion. Reality begins to shift, circumstances rearrange themselves. The very fabric of your life starts bending to fit the image you have impressed upon your mind. This is not faith in theory, it is faith in action. Pray, believe, feel, and know. It is already done. When you pray, your words alone are not enough. It is not the sound of your voice or the arrangement of your sentences that brings your desires into reality. It is the emotion behind them. Every prayer carries an energy, and that energy is determined by the feelings you hold while praying. If you pray for abundance but feel anxious about your financial situation, you are contradicting your own request. If you ask for healing but are overwhelmed with fear, you are sending mixed signals. Prayer is not just about speaking your desires. It is about aligning your entire being with the outcome you seek. Your emotions must match the reality you want to create. Think of prayer like a signal being sent out into the universe. The stronger and clearer the signal, the faster and more accurately it returns. But if that signal is full of interference, doubt, fear, worry, it becomes distorted and the response is delayed or weakened. Many people wonder why their prayers seem to go unanswered, but the truth is, it is not that they are being ignored. It is that they are praying with their words while feeling something entirely different in their hearts. Faith is not just a belief in the mind, it is a state of being. You must not only say your prayers, you must feel them as truth. The key to aligning your emotions with your prayer is to enter into the feeling of already having what you seek. If you are praying for peace, do not pray from a place of desperation. Pray from a place of calm assurance. Feel the peace settling in your heart as if it is already there. If you are praying for love, do not focus on the loneliness you feel. Instead, embrace the warmth, joy, and fulfillment of already being loved. Let that feeling take root inside you, because once you feel it, it becomes real. The world around you will eventually reflect what you hold within. One of the most powerful ways to bring your emotions into alignment is through gratitude. Gratitude is the expression of faith. When you give thanks, you are acknowledging that your request has already been granted. Instead of praying, "Please let this happen," shift your words to, "Thank you that this has already come to pass." Even if your physical reality has not yet changed, your inner reality must shift first. When you start feeling grateful for something that has not yet appeared, you are stepping into the frequency of already having it, and that is when things begin to move in your favor. Another powerful tool is visualization. When you close your eyes and see yourself already living in your answered prayer, your emotions naturally follow. If you are asking for success, picture yourself achieving it. Hear the applause, feel the pride and excitement. If you are praying for healing, see yourself strong, full of life, moving freely. The more vividly you can imagine it, the more real it becomes to your mind, and your emotions will naturally align with that reality. Your subconscious does not know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. It only responds to what you deeply feel. Doubt is the greatest enemy of prayer, and it sneaks in through emotion. You can say all the right words, but if deep down you feel uncertainty, that uncertainty will manifest. The mind and heart must be in agreement. The moment you allow negative emotions to take over, you are undoing the work of your prayer. This is why it is crucial to guard your feelings after you pray. Do not entertain thoughts of failure. Do not dwell on how long it is taking. And do not question whether it will happen. Assume the state of someone who already possesses what they have asked for. The emotions you hold daily are shaping your life just as much as your prayers. If you spend your time worrying, you are attracting more reasons to worry. If you spend your time feeling unworthy, you are pushing away the very blessings you are asking for. But if you cultivate the emotions of joy, faith, and gratitude, you are opening the door for those things to appear in your life. You must make a conscious decision to stay in the emotional state of your answered prayer, no matter what is happening around you. The outer world may take time to shift, but your inner world can change in an instant. Faith is not just saying that you believe. It is feeling as though what you seek is already yours. It is walking, talking, and thinking as if the reality you desire has already arrived. The stronger your emotions, the more powerful your prayer. When you align your feelings with the reality you want to create, there is no force in the world that can keep it from coming to pass. This is the key that turns prayer from a hopeful request into a force that moves mountains. After you pray, your work is not over. In fact, the most important part begins the moment you say Amen. What you think, feel, and believe after your prayer determines whether it takes root or withers away. Many people sabotage their own prayers without realizing it. They ask for something in faith, but the moment they finish praying, doubt creeps in. They start worrying about how it will happen, when it will happen, or if it will happen at all. This doubt is like planting a seed and then digging it up every few minutes to check if it is growing. A seed cannot grow if it is constantly being uprooted, and neither can your prayer. The mind is powerful and it will always seek evidence to support what you believe. If you believe your prayer has been answered, your mind will begin noticing signs, opportunities, and confirmations that align with that belief. But if you allow worry, fear, and negativity to take over, your mind will instead focus on everything that contradicts your prayer. You will see obstacles instead of solutions. You will feel resistance instead of flow. The battle is not in the prayer itself, it is in what happens afterward. That is why you must guard your mind like a fortress. One of the greatest enemies of faith is overanalyzing. People pray and then immediately start questioning whether they did it right, whether they were worthy enough, whether they said the right words. They treat prayer like a transaction rather than a transformation. But prayer is not about convincing God or the universe to give you something. It is about aligning yourself so that what you seek can flow into your life naturally. Overthinking creates tension, and tension blocks the very things you are trying to receive. Instead of analyzing, trust. Instead of worrying, rest in the knowing that what you have asked for is already in motion. Another way people undo their prayers is by speaking against them. They pray for financial breakthrough but then talk about how broke they are. They pray for healing but constantly discuss their pain. They ask for success but declare that nothing ever works out for them. Words are powerful, and every time you speak, you are either reinforcing your prayer or working against it. You cannot pray for abundance while speaking lack. You cannot pray for peace while entertaining thoughts of fear. The words you speak after you pray are just as important as the words you spoke during prayer. Speak only what aligns with the reality you desire. Your environment also plays a role in protecting your prayer. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, it becomes harder to maintain the faith required for your prayer to manifest. You must be selective about what you allow into your mind. Avoid conversations that stir up fear and doubt. Distance yourself from people who drain your energy and make you question what you believe. Be mindful of the music you listen to, the news you consume, and the thoughts you entertain. Your mind is like a garden, and whatever you plant in it will grow. After you pray, make sure you are watering your faith, not your fears. Another powerful way to guard your mind is through repetition. The more you reinforce your belief, the stronger it becomes. If you prayed for healing, affirm daily, I am whole, I am strong, I am healed. If you prayed for success, declare, opportunities are coming my way, doors are opening, I am stepping into my greatness. When you repeatedly affirm something, your mind begins to accept it as truth, and reality starts to conform to that belief. Prayer is not a one-time act. It is a state of being that you must cultivate continuously. Patience is also essential. Many people lose faith because they expect immediate results. They pray, and if nothing changes instantly, they assume their prayer didn't work. But just as a seed takes time to grow, so do the answers to your prayers. Just because you cannot see progress does not mean things are not moving behind the scenes. Delays are not denials. Sometimes what you prayed for is being prepared for you, or you are being prepared to receive it. The worst thing you can do is give up too soon. Stand firm, keep believing, keep expecting. The mind is the gatekeeper of your reality. Whatever you allow to take root in it will shape your future. That is why guarding your mind after you pray is non-negotiable. Do not allow fear, doubt, or negativity to steal what you have already claimed in faith. Hold on to your prayer with unwavering confidence. Think only thoughts that align with it, and trust that what you have asked for is already making its way to you. The moments before you sleep are some of the most powerful for shaping your reality. As your body relaxes and your conscious mind begins to fade, your subconscious becomes most receptive to suggestion. This is why nighttime prayer holds an incredible power that many overlook. It is not just about ending your day with a routine of gratitude and reflection. It is about planting the seeds of your deepest desires into the soil of your subconscious, where they can take root and grow without resistance. The thoughts and emotions you hold before sleep do not simply disappear. They sink into the depths of your being and shape the way you think, feel, and act. Most people go to bed with worry. They replay the troubles of the day, stress about the future, and dwell on problems they feel powerless to change. What they do not realize is that by doing this, they are programming their minds to create more of the same. The subconscious does not rest. It continues working throughout the night, manifesting whatever has been impressed upon it. If you fall asleep with fear, you reinforce fear. If you fall asleep with faith, you reinforce faith. This is why nighttime prayer is not just a habit, it is a powerful act of creation. You are setting the foundation for the reality you will wake up to. When you pray at night, do not just recite words mindlessly. Engage your entire being in the process. Feel the presence of the divine surrounding you, comforting you, guiding you. If there are burdens on your heart, release them in prayer. Let go of the stress, the doubt, the uncertainty, and surrender completely. Imagine yourself handing over every worry and concern, knowing that they are being taken care of. When you pray this way, you enter into a deep state of peace. And that peace will follow you into your dreams, working behind the scenes to align your reality with the vision you hold. The most effective nighttime prayers are filled with gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate signal of faith because it acknowledges that what you seek is already on its way. Instead of praying from a place of lack, pray from a place of fulfillment. Thank the universe, thank God, thank life itself for already answering your prayers. Even if you cannot see it yet, express gratitude as though it has already happened. If you are praying for healing, thank God that you are already healed. If you are praying for success, thank the universe for the doors that have already opened. This level of faith rewires your mind and accelerates the manifestation of your desires. Visualization is another key to making nighttime prayer powerful. As you pray, see yourself already living in the answered prayer. If you are asking for abundance, imagine yourself surrounded by wealth, freedom, and prosperity. If you are praying for love, feel the warmth, the connection, the deep fulfillment of already being in that loving relationship. The subconscious mind responds most strongly to images and emotions. So the more vividly you can see and feel your prayer as reality, the faster it will become your experience. Many do not realize that the state they fall asleep in carries over into the next day. If you go to bed filled with anxiety, you will wake up with that same tension weighing on you. But if you go to bed with faith, joy, and gratitude, you will wake up with those emotions, setting the tone for your entire day. Nighttime prayer is not just about the moment. It is about shifting your entire state of being so that you start each day aligned with your highest good. By making this a consistent practice, you train your mind to expect miracles, to believe in possibilities, and to operate from a place of deep inner peace. Repetition is what solidifies these changes. The first night you pray with faith. You may still feel traces of doubt, but when you make it a nightly ritual, night after night, your mind begins to accept your desires as reality. What once seemed impossible now feels inevitable. Prayer is not just about asking, it is about becoming. When you repeatedly impress upon your subconscious the feelings of already having what you desire, your external world has no choice but to reflect it. It is the law of creation. There is a reason that many spiritual teachings emphasize the power of prayer before sleep. It is the doorway between the conscious and the subconscious, the bridge between what is and what can be. The final thoughts you think at night are like whispers to the universe, setting the course for your future. So do not take them lightly. Do not allow worry to dictate what your mind dwells on as you drift into sleep. Use this sacred time to align with faith, to see your prayers as already answered, and to step into the reality you are calling forth.